Some of the most powerful remedies for diabetes, bad cholesterol, and stubborn belly fat aren't in your medicine cabinet, they're in your kitchen. Yes, right now. Leaves you might have seen growing in your garden, or even sitting unnoticed on your spice rack, could be the secret to transforming your health. Today, we're diving into 5 powerhouse leaves: peppermint, oregano, sage, holy basil, and olive leaves, that can support your metabolism, balance your blood sugar, and reduce inflammation, all without expensive treatments or impossible diets. So let's get into it, leaf by leaf. Let's start with peppermint, one of the most common herbs in the world, yet one of the most underappreciated when it comes to health benefits. We often associate peppermint with chewing gum or holiday tea, but this minty leaf can do much more. Peppermint helps relax the digestive system, reduce bloating, and improve bile flow, which is key for breaking down fat. Studies have shown that peppermint oil capsules can help relieve symptoms of IBS and indigestion. But here's what's really exciting: peppermint may help reduce appetite and support blood sugar control. It contains menthol, which can boost alertness and even slightly raise your body's metabolic rate, helping you burn calories more efficiently throughout the day. So, whether it's adding fresh peppermint to your water, tossing it into salads, or steeping it in tea after a meal, this leaf can be a game changer for digestion and metabolic health. It's funny how something we've tossed mindlessly onto pizza for years could be one of the most underrated healing tools in our kitchen. Oregano doesn't look like much: small, crinkled leaves with a strong aroma, but don't let its humble appearance fool you. This herb is packed with medicinal potential that modern science is only just beginning to fully appreciate. At the heart of oregano's power are 2 compounds, carvacrol and thymol. These are natural phenols, meaning they fight oxidative stress, the kind of stress that silently damages your cells over time, raising your risk for chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. Carvacrol, in particular, has been shown in lab studies to reduce blood sugar levels and even protect the liver against damage caused by high glucose levels. That's not just impressive, that's therapeutic. But where oregano really shines is in inflammation control. Chronic inflammation is like a slow-burning fire in the body. It's what links conditions like obesity, high blood pressure, and insulin resistance. Oregano acts like a natural extinguisher. It doesn't just mask the symptoms, it targets the underlying cause. And get this, researchers have found that oregano extracts can help modulate inflammatory markers like TNF and Illinois-6, which are elevated in people with metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes. That's scientific speak for. It cools down the chemical chaos that's keeping you stuck in cycles of fatigue, sugar crashes, and stubborn weight gain. The beauty of oregano is that it's incredibly easy to use. A pinch of dried oregano in your morning omelet, a sprinkle over grilled veggies, or infused in olive oil, these small additions can compound into real change. The key isn't to overhaul your life overnight, it's to quietly replace inflammation-promoting habits with inflammation-fighting ones. And unlike synthetic supplements that can overload your system, oregano works with your body, not against it. It's gentle, powerful, and accessible. You don't need to fly to a remote jungle to find a miracle herb. It's probably sitting right there next to your salt and pepper. Now let's travel back, way back. Picture this: you're in ancient Greece, and healers are handing out bundles of sage like it's gold. Why? Because even thousands of years ago, people recognized that this dusty green leaf held serious healing power. The name sage literally comes from the Latin word salvia, which means to be saved. That's not just poetic, it's prophetic. Fast forward to today, and sage has earned a new reputation in the modern wellness world. But instead of just waving it around to clear bad vibes, though hey, do your thing, we're steeping it, eating it, and using it to tackle some of today's biggest health problems, like high cholesterol, unstable blood sugar, and sluggish metabolism. Here's what makes sage a standout: it contains a unique blend of plant-based compounds, like rosmarinic acid and cineol, that act as natural anti-inflammatories and insulin mimickers. Think of them as body-friendly chemicals that gently nudge your blood sugar and cholesterol levels into balance, without the harsh side effects of medications. One clinical study from 2009 had participants drink sage tea twice a day for just 4 weeks. The results? Not only did LDL cholesterol levels drop, but total cholesterol was reduced significantly. And participants didn't make any other changes to their diet or lifestyle. Just sage. That's huge. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Sage also supports your liver. The liver is your body's detox HQ, and when it's overworked, fat tends to accumulate, especially around the belly. By helping the liver process fats more efficiently, sage indirectly supports fat loss. Not in a magic pill way, but in a real, steady, sustainable way. And if you've ever dealt with sugar cravings or energy crashes, sage's ability to regulate glucose and insulin sensitivity can be a game changer. It helps smooth out those nasty blood sugar spikes that leave you tired, irritable, and reaching for the next snack. So how do you use it? Simple. Fresh sage leaves can be steeped into tea, just 3 to 5 leaves in hot water for 5 minutes. Or, finely chop them and add to roasted veggies or lean meats. It's a bold flavor, so a little goes a long way. But the benefits? Absolutely worth it. Now, imagine a single plant that's been worshipped for centuries, not just for its spiritual symbolism, but because it quite literally brings balance to the body. Holy basil, or tulsi, is often found growing outside homes in India, not just as a tradition, but as a living, breathing part of daily wellness. And now, modern science is catching up to what ancient practitioners already knew. Tulsi isn't just sacred, it's medicinal. At its core, holy basil is an adaptogen. That means it helps the body adapt to stress, whether it's physical, mental, or chemical. When we're under chronic stress, rushing from task to task, living on caffeine and quick meals, our cortisol levels spike. That spike not only affects our mood, but also tells our body to hold on to belly fat and resist insulin. The result? Fatigue, cravings, weight gain. Sound familiar? Tulsi interrupts this pattern. It naturally lowers cortisol levels, calming your nervous system and making it easier for your body to let go of stubborn fat, especially around the belly. But it doesn't stop there. Tulsi also improves glucose metabolism, helping cells absorb and use sugar more effectively. In one clinical trial, patients with type 2 diabetes who took tulsi leaf extract daily saw a significant drop in both fasting and post-meal blood glucose levels. That's not just a short-term effect, it's a long-term shift in how your body handles sugar. Its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties also protect the pancreas, the organ responsible for producing insulin. This is crucial, because when the pancreas is inflamed, it can't keep up with insulin demands, making blood sugar control nearly impossible. You can enjoy tulsi in many forms: fresh leaves, dried for tea, or as a supplement. But for most people, a daily tulsi tea, sipped slowly, maybe in the morning before the rush begins, is a simple, powerful way to reconnect with your body and bring it back into balance. And here's the thing, it's not just about blood sugar. People who drink tulsi regularly report clearer thinking, better sleep, and fewer mood swings. It's as if this little green leaf is whispering to your nervous system, breathe, you've got this. For centuries, the Mediterranean diet has been praised for its heart protective magic, but few realize that one of its most underrated ingredients doesn't come from the kitchen, it comes straight from the tree itself. Olive leaves, often overlooked in favor of olive oil, have been used since ancient times for their medicinal properties. In fact, early Egyptian texts refer to olive leaves as a symbol of heavenly power, used to treat infections and reduce fevers long before modern antibiotics were even imagined. But what makes olive leaves so powerful? It all comes down to a natural compound called oleuropein, a bitter polyphenol that delivers a long list of metabolic benefits. Oleuropein has been shown to improve how our bodies respond to insulin, allowing glucose to enter cells more efficiently. This is crucial for people battling type 2 diabetes, where the cells often resist insulin's signal, causing blood sugar levels to remain dangerously high. In one randomized clinical study, participants who took olive leaf extract for 12 weeks experienced better insulin sensitivity and reduced blood sugar levels, comparable to some prescribed medications. But unlike those drugs, olive leaves come with virtually no side effects. And here's where it gets even more impressive. Olive leaves don't just help with sugar, they help with fat. Oleuropein has also been linked to lower LDL, bad cholesterol, reduced triglycerides, and even decreased fat accumulation in the liver. That means they don't just protect your heart, they actively clean it up. But this isn't just a one-compound wonder. Olive leaves are rich in other polyphenols like hydroxytyrosol, which fight oxidative stress and inflammation, two root causes of everything from clogged arteries to stubborn belly fat. It's a holistic defense system, delivered in the simplest form imaginable, a leaf. So why aren't more people using it? That's the mystery. Most people are still stuck thinking that health only comes from prescriptions, powders, or strict meal plans. Meanwhile, olive leaves, cheap, accessible, and incredibly powerful, are quietly growing on trees, waiting to be brewed into tea or taken as a supplement. You don't have to move to Greece to benefit from this Mediterranean miracle. Just a few leaves a day, consistently, could make a measurable difference in your heart health, metabolism, and even your waistline. So, why aren't we using these leaves more often? If these leaves are so powerful, so accessible, why aren't they already a staple in everyone's diet? The answer isn't as simple as forgetfulness. It's a mix of modern habits, marketing, and a disconnect from nature. For one, we've grown up in a world where fast results sell better than slow, sustainable change. Walk into any pharmacy or scroll through your social feed, and you'll see instant fixes, pills, powders, detox teas, promising miracle transformations. But a leaf? A kitchen herb? That doesn't sound sexy enough to sell. And so, the quiet wisdom of natural remedies gets drowned out by billion-dollar marketing machines. There's also a knowledge gap. Many people simply don't know what these herbs do beyond flavoring food. Peppermint is for tea. Oregano is for pizza. That's the extent of the conversation. We've lost touch with the traditional uses of these plants, the kinds of knowledge that were passed down through generations, often orally, and quietly erased by industrial medicine and convenience culture. And then, there's consistency, or rather, the lack of it. Using leaves and herbs as part of a wellness routine requires commitment. Unlike a one-time prescription or a packaged meal plan, these remedies work subtly, over time. They don't slap you with immediate change. Instead, they gently rebalance the body, restore function, and support healing. But in a world trained to expect 3-day fixes, that kind of gradual progress often goes unnoticed, or worse, unappreciated. Lastly, many people feel unsure about how to actually use these herbs. Do you steep them in water? Sprinkle them on food? Dry them? Take them in capsules? The lack of clear, everyday guidance keeps most of us from even giving them a chance. But here's the truth, these leaves don't require a dramatic lifestyle overhaul. Most of the time, it's as simple as adding a tea to your morning routine or seasoning your dinner with intention. The hard part isn't the effort, it's the awareness. Once you know what these herbs can do, and how to use them properly, the hesitation disappears. What happens when you make these leaves part of your routine? The truth is, small consistent changes can lead to big results. Whether it's better digestion, lower cholesterol, fewer sugar cravings, or just more energy, these leaves can help support your journey to better health naturally. So, what have you tried? Have you ever added one of these herbs to your daily routine? Did you notice any changes? Share your experience in the comments. We'd love to hear how nature has helped you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more natural health tips, and check out the links in the description for more guides and videos just like this one. Your health doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, it really is as simple as a leaf.